Officials of the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources continue to closely monitor the operation of fish vendors across New Providence. Their goal is to ensure the vendors' environment remains clean as they sell goods to the public. The Agriculture and Marine Resources Minister gave our Crystal Darling this update.
A few days ago, the Department of Marine Resources held a meeting with vendors on Montague Beach in an effort to partner with them in keeping the area clean. Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources, the Honorable Michael Pintard, says his ministry fully supports business persons. He noted that business persons are expected to cooperate with the government, the Ministry of Environment, and the Ministry of Health to ensure that the public is not exposed to unsanitary fishery items. His comments come in the midst of the recent conch poisoning outbreak.
We intend to clean up the Montague ramp area, to remove the conch shells that have been thrown there, as well as the garbage, to work towards having ongoing surveillance to make sure that does not reoccur, that persons properly dispose of both the conch shell and garbage, to reduce and then eliminate members of the public coming from elsewhere and using the dumpster at the Montague ramp and in terms of dumping their garbage. Thirdly, to ensure that there's running water for all of the stalls so that the conch that is removed from the water is cleaned with fresh water.
Pintard added that some fixtures have already been put in place to address the problem.
We want to say a special thanks to Water and Sewage Corporation, for they have already begun the work in terms of installing the requisite water lines to assist those persons out there. We also expect full compliance, that persons will show up who have the requisite permits to be in place. Outside of that, we are not expecting that there would be others who are utilizing that space without authorization. So we are encouraged by the commitment of all of the vendors, every one of them, to comply with regulations, to work with the government to make sure we are able to sustain and in turn grow their businesses out there.
And following the recent conch poisoning incidents, that last of which was reported last month, Pintard gave an update to their Porter's Key assessments.
With respect to Porter's Key, again, most of the vendors already have running water. There is a handful that don't. There are ongoing inspection of stalls to monitor whether or not persons are in fact following safe food handling practices. We are encouraged that we see certainly an improvement, but we want to be vigilant.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources is urging vendors to employ sanitary practices when preparing food. Crystal Darling, ZNS Network News.